Alright, we are back in the lab. Today we are going to redo the Aztec design. But before we get into the video, I forgot to mention the length of the wires that I cut them. So you're going to want to cut them around the square wire, 9 inches. The half round, say 9 inches as well, and the 28 gauge wire about 2.5 feet, and you should be set. And we are going to make this friggin' work. So we got 4 pieces of square wire, 22 gauge for our base. I cut out 4 pieces of 22 gauge half round, and I have my sterling silver 28 gauge weaving wire just to show the contrast. We're gonna start by tying our 22 square wires together with the silver wire. Get them all nice and flat. You're going to want to go about 1/3 up. And when you're doing this, bring your full attention to your weaving wire. As you go around, keep it nice and tight. Have your pliers handy. Let's go around a good amount of times. 4, 5, 6 times. Go up to 10. Keeping them nice and flat. Go around all the pieces. Lift them all up. Go in between. We're gonna go 3 times. Right. So we lift this top one, the first one. Lay down the rest of the 3. Just really take your time, you know. You don't want to rush this. This is, you want to take it slow. Get really nice, clean and tight weavings. Next one. next. Go over 2 times. And what I'm doing with my pliers here is I'm clamping the space of where these wires are going to lay over. Clamping the silver wire so that when we lay them back down, it's just a nice flat surface. We're going to lift up the last one. On this part, we're going to do it. We're going to wrap this 4 times. So when you're wire weaving, or weaving with your wire, what you're going to want to do is when you bring the wire over, pull gently and basically pre-bend the wire in place so that it's already taking the shape, if that makes sense. Now we're going to lay this one back down. Wrap it 2 times. So gently pull, slowly bend it around, use your fingernails, up, back around, slightly bend it into place. Grab our pliers. Alright, lay the next one down. Straighten it out as you lay it down. You can use your pliers for that. Go back over. Wrap it twice. Lay down this third guy. Go back over twice. Gently squeeze right here. Lay down this last top one. out. I messed it up. Let's see. Well, we can use it. Let's see. So here we have this space in the beginning where I started. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna undo. You don't have to, I'm just gonna do it to do it so it's even and it matches. Yep, alright. So we're gonna lift the top one up again just a little bit. Probably don't have to. But we're gonna lift up the rest of the three. And I'm gonna have to go under all the half rounds. Times like I did in the beginning. It's actually been a while since I did this pattern, so I'm not surprised I made a mistake. Happy accidents. Just gotta work with it. It's not a big deal. It's just like the art teacher. Make a mistake, make it look intentional. So now the wire is a little bit beat up from the first. Right there, that's okay. Gotta get in there with our pliers. Down, lay the top one back down. And then we go over all of them twice. And we just worked with our mistake. That actually looks pretty cool. Let's see. This looks very nice. Different. So now what I usually do is I add a crystal right there in the middle. What are we feeling today? Let's see which one catches your eyes, and I'm gonna try and guess it. Maybe that red one? Was it the red one you guys like? Lift up all the half round. And now now we're gonna go in between the square and the half rounds again. And we're gonna do that the length of the gem. Keeping it nice and flat. Bring all your attention to the wrap. So you just want to have it just a hair above the gem. Alright, now we're going to split the two. We're going to split the half rounds in half. Two going up, two going down the bottom of the crystal. Take your pliers, add a little bend to shape the crystal, or around the shape of the crystal. Just nice little bends, gentle little bends over the crystal. So it should look like that. And then you can take your crystal. Crystal and the wire, go around 2 times, and use your fingernails to get the shape or the bend back so that all the wires are flat again. You can even use your pliers. Just be very gentle, and you can use your fingernails to really get it even. Just be gentle and kind. That very bottom wire is sticking out a lot. What we can do, use your fingernail, push it down a little bit. It'll just send it through. It'll just feed itself through the little pieces of silver right here. This side looks pretty good. It looks even on both sides. And now we're gonna lift up all 4 pieces again. Hold where the crystal is. Pull your wire, keeping it nice and tight. You want to try and get as close into there as possible, just keeping it nice and tight. Do it 3 times, just like on the opposite side. And then we're going to lay down the bottom 3 and recreate that pattern. Alright, so ultimately you're going to mirror the same pattern that you just made. The way you finish is the way you started. So finish the rest of that weave pattern, and I'm going to jump to the end and show you how to finish and clip off the ends. And we have finally made it. Now we just need to clip these half round ends. What we can do is you can take them, bend them towards this side like this, and then go around just once. the same thing on the opposite end. And then what we can do is just clip these ends. Keep them on top. Or this would be the outside of the ring. What we could do is grab our pliers, gently squeeze. On top. And that's this pattern, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.